Alright there trainers, I'm some northern guy. It's absolutely freezing, the weather's terrible, but I'm on the way to watch Pokemon. I choose you. It's your boy!
Oh, bloody heck! I'm being vlogged.
This is actually amazing. We got a card, a poster, some puzzles. I think that one's Beedrill hiding behind that Pokeball. I feel like a kid again watching the first movie. Out of 10. Go on.
Out of 10. I would say a 7. A 7 is my go-to score.
A 7?
It was good. It was enjoyable.
It was enjoyable.
Had a lot of throwbacks for us oldies.
It did.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't need that Butterfree scene in my life.
Spoilers, mate.
Alright there guys, so as you just saw, over the weekend I went to see Pokemon I Choose You. Obviously I couldn't film any clips of the actual film in the cinema, I would have got arrested, but what I can do is talk about it and give my opinions and review it for you guys at home. Now, I know a lot of people are doing reviews on this, but hey, I love reviewing things, so why not? Now, I will warn you before I play the intro that there are going to be spoilers in this review. I'm not going to give away all the details, but there will be spoilers. So, if you want to see the movie for yourself and not get spoiled, don't watch this video, go down to the description, I'll leave a link to some other videos that you can go and watch instead. And with that out of the way, the only thing left to say is...
Where's north from here?
Now, I can quite honestly say that Pokemon I Choose You is the best Pokemon movie that I've seen since they stopped doing them in the cinemas. All those straight to VHS and DVD specials just cannot compare to it. And obviously, a cinema production will have a bigger budget. But just the writing in general, like, all those movies, they feel like a special. They don't feel like a film. I Choose You feels like a proper film. It's fantastic and I love it. I didn't feel like I was watching a Pokemon movie. I felt like I was watching a film, if that kind of makes sense. Needless to say, it looks beautiful as well, and the voice acting is on point. And I am not a fan of Ash Ketchum's English dub voice, and that's no offense to Sarah Natolchenny, but Veronica Taylor just did it better. However, in the movie, Sarah gets it bang on. It is brilliant. She takes the beginner Ash, if you like Ash just starting out on his journey, and makes him her own, and it really works. Now, as I've already said, there are going to be some spoilers, but I won't tell you the whole story. I am just going to go over some of the main points though, so one more time, this is your final chance. If you don't want spoilers, then click away now. Either go to another video in the suggested feed, or check the description for a link to some of my other videos. So the movie starts with a beautiful scene of a Pidgeot flying through the mountains to reveal the Pokemon League at Indigo Plateau, and it's the final battle of the Pokemon League to decide the next champion, and Ash is watching it at home on telly. Just like he does in the anime. It's a lovely little mirror of the two scenes. Now, what I really love here is that they've got the two trainers from Mewtwo Strikes Back, the one with the Blastoise called Shell Shocker, and the one with Brute Root the Venusaur. They are the ones battling for the championship, and they look exactly the same, and they use Blastoise and Venusaur in the battle. Love it. It's such a good little callback to the first movie, and there's a lot of those moments throughout I Choose You. There's a lot of references and nods to the older Pokemon material. Some of them are subtle and some of them are just glaring and in your face. There's a retelling of the Bye Bye Butterfree scene from the anime. The feels! But I think the original one from the anime is actually better than this one. I mean, this one looks beautiful. It's stunning. But the anime version is a lot more emotional, I think. I don't know whether that's just nostalgia talking, but hey, it was nice to see that story told in a different way. And pretty much the whole subplot of the film is about Ash getting Charmander and Charmander's development as it grows and evolves into a Charizard and gets stronger. The first 10 to 15 minutes of the film is pretty much the first episode of the anime, just told in a slightly different way. So Ash is late, he ends up getting Pikachu, they get attacked by the flock of Spearow, Pikachu saves the day, and they see Ho-Oh. The difference is there's no Misty, and therefore no Bike, and Ho-Oh plays a much bigger part to the story this time. Like, this film is about Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh hasn't had its own film yet. and now it's got one. Then the opening credits roll, and we get a brilliant, absolutely epic version of the original Pokemon theme. And if that's not enough to get your nostalgia juices flowing, I don't know what is. And that is played set to a montage of the starting couple of weeks, I guess, of Ash and Pikachu's journey. It shows him catching Caterpie, and it ends with him beating Erica and getting the Rainbow Badge, which we've learned through a bit of dialogue with Erica that this is his 3rd gym badge so far. So it looks like he's actually travelling around on his own, earning gym badges the proper way. Good on you, mate. But from here on out, it's unfamiliar territory as we're treated to these beautiful, stunning locations in Kanto that we've never seen before. The whole region is completely different, including a massive forest with really huge trees, and there's a scene in a Pokemon Center there where Ash calls his mum, and some young lad runs in, his Vaporeon's all beaten up, and it turns out he tried to catch an Entei. Yeah, there's a wild Entei knocking around Kanto apparently, and Ash and all these other trainers go and try and catch it. It's during this encounter with Entei where Ash meets the new companions Verity and Sorrel, and Verity is the daughter of a very famous Pokemon trainer, and Sorrel is an aspiring Pokemon professor, and I really like these characters. They're very, very good. Misty and Brock are great, don't get me wrong, but it's just nice to see Ash travel with people who are just normal trainers. And all the way through the film, he meets and battles normal trainers, like any Pokemon trainer would in real life. Anyway, both of them come from Sinnoh, and Verity's main Pokemon is a Piplup, much like Dawn, and Sorrel's is Lucario. The three of them set off to fulfill the legend of the Rainbow Hero, pursued by not Team Rocket, but Charmander's old trainer, Damien. I mean, Cross. Yeah, I don't like how they changed that, but we'll let it slide. Because multiverse theory. Now that's all the story details I'm going to go into because I don't want to spoil everything for you, but I have to talk about the battles. Like any good trainer should, Ash has loads of random battles with just random trainers, and usually every time they get to a new location, the opening scene of that location is Ash battling someone. And it's pretty cool. I think it works. Like, it's Pokemon. The whole point of Pokemon is Pokemon battles, and there are a lot, but it doesn't feel like there's too many. If I went to see a Pokemon film and there weren't any Pokemon battles, that'd feel off. And the choreography in these battles is incredible! Like, X, Y, and Z anime, eat your heart out. I Choose You has some fantastic battles, including a hilarious one of Pikachu versus a Snorlax, followed by a really brutal one between Incineroar and Charmeleon. And you know, come to think of it, there are some really dark moments in this for a Pokemon film, including a Luxray literally freezing to death. Ash also has this really weird dream where he's just a normal high school student and that Pokemon don't exist, and he just like goes throughout his daily life and he has a load of issues and stuff, and it's just like a normal high school anime. Like, he even sits at the back of the class by the bloody window. It's so typical of like high school anime. It's brilliant, it works, and I saw it as a bloody good representation of us in the real world, hoping Pokemon were actually real. Now, I could talk all day about how beautiful I Choose You looks, but I've also got to mention that its soundtrack is sublime. There's some beautiful reworkings of the original music, both from the anime and the games, and I love that stuff. I'm a huge fan of video game music, and when they bring an old piece of music back and they change it up and basically take a video game track and stick it on an orchestra, or get an orchestra to play it, love that. It really is an amazing film, but it's not without fault. Team Rocket are actually in it, but they're only there for cheap gags. They don't speak to Ash once. Never mind try and catch Pikachu. And it feels like they're just thrown in there, A, for fan service, and B, to pad out the runtime a little bit. They literally contribute nothing to the story. Like, they're following the guys, they're gonna try and catch all these legendary Pokemon, and they don't even attempt it. Marshadow is, for some reason, part of this Ho-Oh legend, and it's really shoehorned in just to be like, hey guys, look, this is the new legendary from Sun and Moon, here you go, have a Marshadow. And it doesn't need to be that. It's just, I don't understand it. It's stupid. They just shoehorn it in for the sake of it. Now I can let those things slide. The bit that really got to me was at the big climactic ending, and it's really emotional. It's the big climax of the film. It's really dramatic, and it's a scene that mirrors the start of Ash's journey and shows how far he's come with Pikachu and how they'd do anything for each other. And it's ruined by a cheesy talking Pokemon bit. Oh, why? It's so dramatic, it's so emotional, I'm tearing up. Then this bit comes in and I just laughed. It relieved all the tension. And it was pointless. It was just shoved in there because every Pokemon movie needs to have a talking Pokemon. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to ruin any more of the film for you, but when you see it, or if you have seen it, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Also, we're led to believe that Ash has 3 gym badges with nothing but Pikachu and Caterpie. Bollocks! Despite all of this, I Choose You is a beautiful, energetic, and yes, very nostalgic retelling of how it all began. I felt like a little kid again when my brother took me to the cinema to watch Mewtwo Strikes Back. It was fantastic, and I can't describe it. I think that's what they were going for. They wanted the older fans to feel like the little kids again, and for me, it really worked. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd give it a solid 9. It would be 10 out of 10, but the Team Rocket bits, Marshadow just being forced into there, and the talking Pokemon bit, which I'm never going to get over because it ruined that scene for me. And it was really sweet as well. It was really sweet, and you could tell what they were going for. But it just made me laugh. But without those, it would have been a good 10 out of 10. But I think 9 out of 10 is a brilliant score. So I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and my review of Pokemon I Choose You. Let me know in the comment section if you saw the movie and what you thought of it. And please do try and keep the comment section spoiler free. There might be people who just click on the video and go to the comments straight away. I know I gave some spoilers in the video, but if you're gonna do a spoiler, just make people aware of it before you put your comment in, like maybe like spoiler all over it or something, just to keep it fair for the people who haven't had the chance to see it yet. But if you really want to get into it and you can't wait to talk about it and you just want to talk about every little aspect of the film, then come and join the Discord server. I'll leave a link to it in the description because I'm opening up a channel for Pokemon I Choose You, and go for it. Put all the spoilers in there you want. I'll plaster all over it saying there will be spoilers in here. So just come and join in, have a chat, and let me know what you thought of the film. If you liked this video, then hit the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to see some more stuff from me. And don't forget to turn on notifications to stay up to date with all my videos. You can also do that by joining the Discord server, as I've already said, and you can follow me on Twitter as well. I'll leave a link to both of them in the description. I will see you all in the next video, but until then, keep training and have a good one. See you later, guys.